Well, I was thinking, there's still 90% of that mountain tree guy left. I know I struggled with merely 3 minutes of his insane rambling, but it can't possibly be as bad as I remember.
We're supposed to be telepathic.
Oh, god damn it. Well, I've already started. Simply put, this guy just believes every crazy theory, and I use that in the loosest possible sense, that these types seem to enjoy using. So let's hold on to something for support and let the nutters flow forth.
We're supposed to be loving each other through our hearts, the center of our soul.
Regardless of whether a soul exists or not, I've always wondered why, when we know that it's our head that contains everything that makes us, our brain, why do people still think that the soul would be contained within the heart? Just doesn't make sense. You can have a heart transplant and still be the exact same person. If you had a brain transplant, you wouldn't.
The system we're currently in is unnatural, toxic, and imprisoning us.
Well, theoretically, everything humans do is actually natural, as we are part of nature. But I always find it weird when folks use natural as some sort of argument or positive quality, like nature, as in the personified version these people tend to think of, has never done anything that could literally kill us all. And every single synthetic thing we have created is just a terrible, monstrous travesty, as he sits there, using a computer to make a compressed video to share with his crazy mates over a global network of wires and fiber optics.
Life used to be silica-based, and now it's carbon-based.
Ugh, you're going to make me look this up. Before I do, I'm going to make a little bet with myself. The reality of the situation might be something like there were silica and carbon-based life forms at the start, and the carbon was simply more successful, and there's the potential that there are silica-based life forms kicking about in certain conditions. I genuinely don't know, so I'm going to go have a quick look. Research noises. Nope, but from what I can tell, silica life is purely hypothetical. So, unbelievably, he's pulling this crap out of his backside. I'm shocked. Shocked! Well, I'm not that shocked.
Carbon, as we know, has 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons, the mark of the beast.
It's not even the right number. Oh my god, you're so insane. You're completely batshit crazy. Oh my god, I'm crying.
The truth might be difficult to digest.
Your utter insanity is incredibly difficult to understand, yes.
But we can get to the underbelly of our plane. We can transcend this mess by being real with ourselves.
Being real with yourself? You wouldn't know real if it walked up to you, punched you in your stupid face, then threw you down a flight of stairs, burned your house down, killed your family, and got your dog pregnant.
And rising past these frequencies that bind us. I'll be discussing more in future videos. Thank you for watching. I love you all.
Holy crap balls. This is like a supercut video. Oh my god, that crazy was just one vid that I didn't even finish on the first go. Well, let's continue without delay.
Hey, thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well.
I don't even know anymore, mate.
We should know by now that mountains and plateaus are not rock formations, but the stumps of giant trees that were cut down.
It's weird that they're both made out of rock then, isn't it? And yes, I know petrified wood is a thing, but you can test both of those to show how they were formed. I don't rate your chances of proving that mountains are petrified wood.
They were silica-based, not carbon-based like today's trees.
Holy shit, so that's your basis for silica-based life forms? The trees. When you type silica-based trees into Google, you come up with a lot of flat-earth blogs and websites. Couldn't find any papers on it though. Strange.
Watch the video No Forests on Flat Earth if you haven't yet explored this topic.
No, I don't want my brain to eject itself from my skull like a James Bond style secret agent car and parachute away to safety.
Silicon Valley is what pushes all technology today, and it gets its name because silicone is great at storing and processing information.
Oh my god. There are so many things wrong with that statement that I'm not even sure where to start. First off, silicon does not store or process bugger all. It's a material with properties that allow us to make things that can store and process data. You wouldn't say that iron has excellent water storage properties because that would be stupid. You would say a bucket has, and buckets can be made out of a multitude of materials, some better for the job, some worse, but the material does not make a bucket a bucket. Same with semiconductor materials. There are far better things to make electronics out of than silica, but the stuff is usually pretty expensive as they are rarer materials. Silicon is everywhere. It's very abundant. In fact, it's the 8th most common element on Earth. We use it because it's cheap and easy to get a hold of. You nutter.
Computer chips are made from silicone, and this is why they're able to hold so much information.
No, it isn't. You spaz.
Quartz is a silicate made of pure silica, and many crystals used in healing and New Age circles today are variations of quartz.
Crystals are magic 'cause they're pretty and I don't know how they be made.
Clear quartz is known as the master healer and can unlock psychic abilities.
Okay, prove it. Show me one person that can demonstrate psychic abilities under laboratory conditions consistently. Show how quartz can improve that or unlock that in a person without those abilities under the same conditions. It's funny how that's never happened. With all the totally legit psychics and mediums and spirit diviners and other wonderfully, totally not fleecing people for their money individuals in the world. It's almost like they are lying scum. Or delusional at the very least.
So much of what we're digging up as far as crystals are actually the remnants of these giant silica-based trees.
Mountains are trees, trees are crystals. What next? James Cameron's movie Avatar being a history of our not-so-distant past?
In James Cameron's Avatar, which is actually a history of our not-so-distant past,
Oh. Maybe people can be psychic.
the natives communicated with these spectacular trees and were given divine information.
You're completely mad, aren't you? It's a movie. A not particularly good one at that. I mean, seriously, the plot is military bad, trees good. Pretty though it may be, it should not be used in any way to back up an argument.
Imagine the information a tree could hold made of silica.
About as much as any tree made of carbon, because it would contain the information get big, reach sun, propagate, because it's a tree, not a supercomputer, cray cray boy.
All of these trees extended from the tree of life at the center of our plane by a vast root system.
Well, in the first part of this, I was informed by my very, very sexy audience that yes, there are trees that propagate this way. So that's kind of awesome, but regardless of it being possible in principle, that does not mean your theory here is true. Where's the evidence of this gigantic root system? Where is the evidence for a single thing you say in this and all your other videos that I'm sure we're going to cover? You, sir, are completely bonkers, and even if you turn out to be a Poe, you have a following of equally mad gits who definitely do believe this crap. Jesus, that was only 2 more minutes in. We're in for 5 total out of 30. I'm going to be milking this lolcow for weeks, maybe even months at this rate. Awesome. Cheers, folks. I will catch you next time.